Hi, what if I told you that the labels people stick on you can change your entire life? Skeptical? Well, this is the core idea behind a powerful concept in sociology called labeling theory, and trust me, it's everywhere. Stick around to find out more. Labeling theory explains how being labeled by society, especially in a negative way, can lead people to internalize that label and act accordingly. It's a key part of the symbolic interactionist perspective, where meaning is created through interaction. To really understand labeling theory, we need to meet the sociologists who shaped it, because their ideas still explain how society treats people today. Meet Howard Becker and Edwin Lemert. These two contributed to how we understand labeling theory in sociology today. Howard Becker, in 1963, said something groundbreaking. Deviance is not the act itself, but the reaction to the act. In other words, it's not always what you do that defines you as a deviant, it's how others respond. This means society creates deviance by labeling certain behaviors as wrong and labeling certain people as deviant. Then there's Edwin. He gave us a powerful lens with primary and secondary deviance. Primary deviance is like a one-time slip-up, often ignored or forgiven. But once you're labeled, say, cheater, thief, or lazy, and treated differently, that can lead to secondary deviance, when the label becomes part of who you are. He helps us see how society doesn't just respond to deviance, it creates it. Let me give some examples. Let's say a student misbehaves once. The teacher labels them a troublemaker. Soon, other teachers expect bad behavior too. Even classmates avoid them. This is secondary deviance, when someone accepts the label and continues the deviant behavior. Lemert said people don't become deviants because of what they do, but because of how others react. How about a second example? A person commits a minor crime and then he gets labeled a criminal, and then society shuts doors. This person might lose friends, can't find work, and may actually end up committing more crimes just to survive. Labeling isn't always fair, and I'd like to share a thought-provoking example to elaborate on this point. Imagine that a wealthy student might be labeled as troubled and end up getting help, while a poorer student doing the same thing is labeled a thug and gets punished. The power of labels is not to be ignored. Once a label sticks, people start to believe it and live it. This is called the self-fulfilling prophecy. Can labels be good? The answer is a big yes. Positive labels can also shape behavior. Being called a leader might actually make someone act like one. But sociologists warn us to be careful with all labels, because they carry such power. So how can we reduce harmful labeling? Well, for one, teachers, parents, police, and even you can make a difference. We can choose to see people beyond their worst moments. So next time you hear someone being called something or you get labeled yourself, ask, is this helping or just boxing someone in? Sociology helps us see that we are more than the labels we carry. Did you learn anything new in this video? If so, subscribe for more Sociology Made Simple in good Doodle lecture-style videos, and like and share with fellow thinkers or curious minds. If you want me to cover anything specific in my upcoming videos, then please leave a comment below. Thanks for being here, and see you next time.